Hey patrons, welcome into our Scorpio Sagittarius astrology reading. I thank you guys so much for being here, for all your love and support, and I pray that these messages find you in divine alignment. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, and all holy angels, thank you for aligning with me for this message for Scorpio Sagittarius. And show me what cosmic influences are supporting Scorp Sag cusp placements for March 2025. Thank you. Leo energy. Okay. Self-confidence, loyalty, creativity. So stay loyal to your creativity here, Scorp Sag. It's got Jupiter, right, because you're growing and expanding. You're growing and expanding. Ooh, big Jupiter energy. I love that. And then the South Node, right. You're growing and expanding beyond something that you've been destined to let go of. Capricorn energy, ambition, realism, and methodical steps. So maybe it is your sense of goals, achievements, career, your life mission that might be going through a big shift and a big change here, okay? Either you're feeling a little bit more connected to your purpose, and I would say so because Jupiter is definitely a benevolent, positive force. It's almost like boosting your confidence so that you know you are safe to let go of some sort of realism that might be keeping you tied to the 3D structure, or kind of not allowing you to think beyond what you know or what you've been taught. Or this is kind of like, what I'm getting is like that big scary step to go from like 9 to 5 to full entrepreneur, or even if it's still 9 to 5 to go from cubicle type of work to now being in a field of sorts, or like outdoors, or traveling a lot, or pursuing something that you do feel passionate about. So I almost feel like too, there could be a little bit of confusion or not full understanding or awareness around why a particular maybe path for you that felt safe, that felt secure, or that you thought was going to bring safety and security to you didn't pan out the way you wanted it to. It's because you were destined to release it. You were bigger than it. Not in an egotistical way, but your life mission is bigger than just kind of like cog in the machine. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit bigger, and I feel like the time for you to start exploring what that bigness is, and do so with a lot of self-confidence, okay? Remaining loyal, again, to yourself and your creativity, because that's what will help grow you and expand you, all right? So clarify this Leo energy, Jupiter, and the South Node. And the current South Node, as I'm recording this, is in Virgo. Okay, so you could have like a midhaven in Virgo. Virgo could be your 10th house energy, which is creating this kind of shift in your role, or what you believed your role is or was, or what you were maybe trying to limit yourself to. Okay, this could be also releasing some codependency as well. Like, let's say you've had a job for as long as you've known yourself. You know what I mean? It's since young. So not having a job, or not having that structure, or maybe feeling that call to do something different, or change, or go learn a new skill, or do something like that, make a major shift, feels against what, again, you thought ambition was. So maybe even your vision of ambition is changing. Your idea of ambition is growing and expanding. Okay, so seeing yourself as successful in different ways than what you were conditioned to believe, taught to believe, or originally just felt would fulfill you. So maybe there is this sense of fulfillment that's shifting for you, because the North Node is in Pisces. Yeah, which is that 8 of cups, 9 of cups, 10 of cups energy. So the North Node could be pulling you to walk away, to detach from what you thought success was, what you thought you needed to be, or who you thought you needed to be, maybe even. So maybe a little bit of like an identity thing. 5th house Leo energy, 1st house, okay? Yeah, King of Wands, period. So your self-belief, your belief in yourself, your confidence in yourself is what's going to see you through. And the beauty of that, Scorp Sag, is that is all created by you. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take your fire from you. That is nurtured and comes from within. So really and truly, nothing can stop you. So maybe that's it. Maybe somebody needed to hear that. Nothing can stop you. Don't allow the illusion of obstacles keep you from pursuing what you know you're confident in, what you know you want to be loyal to, and the creative force that is you. That 8th house power, 9th house support that you get naturally, okay? So clarify this King of Wands energy. Thank you so much. This King of Wands, the Sun, the Leo, okay? So you could be connected to a Leo. You could be a Leo watching this. You could have strong Leo in your chart, okay? But the King of Wands is the truth of your spirit, is what I just heard, okay? It's the truth of who you are, the Sun. 7 of Pentacles. And that might be hard to see, might be hard to believe, because you're in the 7 of Pentacles right now for some of y'all. The missing ingredient, self-confidence. Okay, the missing ingredient, self-confidence, and you got the 4 of Cups. So it's okay, we all have insecurities, right? Scorp Sag, everybody does. And again, it could be difficult to see yourself as big as the Sun, as confident and as creative and a visionary as the King of Wands energy is when you're at the 7 of Pentacles. It's like, well, how? But don't knock the 7 of Pentacles. That's 7 Pentacles. That's a big deal. Give yourself a little bit more credit for how far you've come here, Scorp Sag, okay? Yeah, the 7 of Wands with the 4 of Cups. But if you keep trying to play it small, you're going to keep feeling that resistance. Okay? 9 of Swords. So why are you worried? What are you worried about? The 8 of Swords, yeah. Because you don't see it. So you don't think it's happening. You can feel it, but you can't see it. And that'll bring stress. That'll definitely bring anxiety. Okay, so don't let anybody cast any doubt or fear or worry. Don't you cast doubt and fear or worry on yourself. You got the Queen of Cups, yeah. Here's what it is with that Capricorn energy. I feel like I'm speaking to a group of y'all where you know the reward of your hard work, right? You know the reward of your hard work. And I feel like the position that you're in now doesn't require, well, let me say it like this. You've already put in the hard toil and labor. You're at the 7 of Pentacles. You're just waiting on that one little tweak, that one little missing piece, that one little missing key to get you to that 8, 9, and 10. But that missing thing, what you don't see about it, it almost feels like for this group of y'all, it's kind of like against your nature to be in this Queen of Cups energy when it comes to your career, when it comes to your ambitions. You're way more comfortable being the King of Wands, action-oriented, going, doing, moving, shaking, making it happen. And this feels like a season where Spirit is like, what if you just took care of you? What if you just focused on caring for you? Do you still believe that abundance will come? Can you trust? That's what it is, that Taurus energy. Something about Taurus energy. For me to even say that, because I'm looking at Capricorn and I said Taurus. So something about Taurus energy could be significant. Maybe Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra, right? So this Venus retrograde for this month is going to get you to see that you can be abundant and still take care of you. That sometimes action isn't the best game plan. Sometimes what's best is for you to sit back And that, again, I think that's like against your nature or against your conditioning, against how you normally move, or what you're comfortable with, or what you made yourself comfortable with. Because maybe for some of y'all, you were always meant to be this Queen of Cups. This was always a part of you, but circumstances, life, situations, whatever the case may be, pulled you or trained you as that King of Wands. So now you got to kind of grow and expand and flex your way through this Queen of Cups energy and still trust that you'll meet your ambitions, that things will still move forward for you. But I get how difficult that could be if you're at the Seven of Pentacles, yeah? Okay? And the Seven of Cups, right? Right. I think that having to be in that Queen of Cups energy, it's mixed emotions, because maybe there's like this part of you that's like, well, I feel like even in the collective consciousness too, right? Gotta get out and get it. Gotta go out and work for it and go grab it and chase it and chase it and chase it. And then there's that other thought, belief, and idea of, nope, everything comes to me. I don't have to chase. I don't have to stress. I don't have to do any of that. Really, masculine and feminine principle. So maybe this is the beginning of you really integrating your masculine and feminine energy. Because you know why? What I'm feeling, I think it's going to get to a point here, Scorp Sag, where any effort to maintain operating out of that masculine energy, it's not going to yield anything. So it's going to force you to have to sit in that yin. And I don't think you're comfortable in that yin just yet. And period, I should really just make it a better habit of looking at the bottom of the deck. This is teaching you how to get comfortable with your yin. Confirmation by my pupper, Empress energy. Okay. Two of Wands. So it really is your choice. It's all about your intentions as well. So I think this is going to be a moment where you really got to be honest with yourself here, Scorp Sag, about what you're tired of, about what you really want to see shift and change in your life, and trust and know that you can make it happen. So the pathway to your North Node is opening up here, or your growth and expansion depends on you, okay? And you know that. I think you know that. And that's what's kind of like a little confusing, because it's kind of like that Five of Pentacles energy too. So maybe that could be a good reference point, because again, you are in the Seven of Pentacles. So you're not at the 5, you're at the 7. But maybe go back to that moment of the Five of Pentacles where you really had to step out on faith and believe in your ability to thrive. And kind of let that fortify and make you re-believe or expand your faith, because Jupiter rules the 9th house. Expand your faith to trust that, just like in that Five of Pentacles moment where the divine showed up, the divine will show up in the Seven of Pentacles moment too. Okay? The Death card wanted to slide out here, but the Queen of Wands fell out on the board. Okay? Yeah. That loyalty to your creativity would be that belief that you can always make a way, or a way will always be made. Again, yin energy though. So maybe in truth, what you are used to is acting from that King of Wands, right? And now what you're mastering and growing and expanding is your Queen of Wands energy. So still the same element, still the same passion, still the same confidence, but applied differently. All right? Period. And you got the Five of Wands. So it could definitely feel like a challenge to let go of this South Node cycle. The Chariot is here though. Okay? The Chariot is here. So you are going to find a solution to this Five of Wands energy. Or you know what? Release the drama. If there's any drama surrounding this, let it go. Three of Pentacles, yeah. I also feel like you're, exactly, yeah, and there's that Capricorn energy. I feel like there could be this energy trying to hold on to you, but you're destined to release it. Like, something that was maybe trying to compete with you pushed you into a cycle you were, or an action you were meant to take anyway. The Two of Pentacles, yeah. With the Page of Wands. So, and that's Capricorn energy, yeah. Whatever this realism is, and or you trying to stay logical, maybe that's what it is. Part of you still trying to be like, okay, I gotta do the practical thing. I gotta do the practical thing. When it's almost like the divine is like, but what if you could just create the thing? It doesn't have to be practical. It can come from your mind. It can come from your spirit. It can come from your heart. You have the sun here. Confirmation all through my puppet, right? So, right. It's a matter of how do you find that balance, okay? Which again is going to require you to be more in your yin energy, and that might be a little uncomfortable for you, but the more you steep yourself in that yin, the more stable you then become with that Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here now, and then there's the Emperor, period. And that's what you're destined to let go of, your belief that you have to be the Emperor. Because I think, I don't know, something about life has made you more comfortable being the Emperor. And now you're learning how to be the Emperor. Yo, the Emperor and the Empress being back to back. Now you're learning how to be the Empress. You know how to take charge and take control, but how do you sit back and nurture? And I hate even saying sit back, Temperance. I hate even saying sit back like that because it makes it seem like it's not work, and it is. And maybe that's the conditioning that you've meant to let go of. That sitting back, relaxing, or taking your time, or not being on go, 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 go all the time. So maybe this is just breaking up with hustle culture, just in general. Like, it's not a fit for your true energy, your truth of your spirit. So rather than battle with yourself, just embrace the truth of who you are, both the Emperor and the Empress. Where it feels like this devil energy was trying to keep you as the Emperor, so you were maybe burning out really quick, but you're learning how to balance both. Yeah. Learning how to balance both. And no longer allowing yourself here. Hold on. Let me pull this down. No more allowing yourself to... I think you've just been fighting yourself on this for a minute. Because again, it's like, what would the logical thing be to do? Does that even make sense? Like, am I crazy to think that I can make that happen or I can create this? You're not. You're not, Scorp Sag. 8 of Wands. And you're going to keep getting signs that you're not crazy or this is in reach for you. And that this is what you're meant to do. Yeah. So there's an ending to the Emperor and the Empress in you with the High Priestess at the bottom. Yeah. And I almost want to say it's like your intuition, your creative gifts are real here, Scorp Sag. And that's what Spirit is trying to get you to stay loyal to and not succumb to any sort of pressure to maintain some sort of realism that it's like that doesn't serve your purpose. It doesn't serve your life mission. That realism is a part of your self node, and that's what's transforming here. So this is going to be a process, Scorp Sag. Be gentle with yourself as much as possible, but really, really, as all that you can and in all the ways that you can, cultivate that fire. Okay. Ooh, and I almost feel like me saying that, all those that maybe don't want you to be confident, know what you can do when you're really confident in yourself, that energy might intensify, okay? So you really got to dig deep, Scorp Sag. You really got to dig deep to grow and expand through this. But you can do it. You got the Emperor and the Empress out here, period. You can do it, okay? I'm here. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. It's kind of like a challenge from Spirit. That's so funny. That Spirit, lead with it and rock it with it. Okay. Let's see what archetypes will support you to get here. How can you balance that out? The outsider, right. Right. You've learned how to maybe be disloyal to your creativity because it's too out there. It's too different. Not a lot of people understand it. Why can't you just be normal, Scorp Sag? And it's like, what is normal anyway? What is normal? Not necessary, okay? You might be the outsider, though. Whatever this is, whatever this creativity is, this passion is, whatever you feel confident in, this high priestess energy, it might make you an outsider to those that you were used to being connected to. But the Democrat here, it's trusting yourself to do what's best. Trusting in your alignment. That's going to be a little bit of the challenge here. Trusting in your alignment and flirt. Oh boy, yeah, there could be a little bit of temptation coming in from that devil energy to try to get you to like balance both, have one foot in and one foot out. But that night, instinctual. Okay, trust your instincts here, my loves. Let's read this from the book. 39, 1 or 8 could be significant. 12 or 3 could also be significant. Okay. And you got the outsider saying that the outsider does risk loneliness when placed within groups that already have established codes, but they are the great disruptors and inventors that often create change for the better and help others become inspired to do the same. So what do you do differently to everyone else around you? Maybe there is this sense of fire, this sense of belief, self-confidence that you naturally activate in people that you're around or connected to. And maybe you've had your fair share of moments of being that spearhead, being that visionary, being that kind of fresh pair of eyes in certain spaces and in places. Okay, and it's gotten you to where you needed to be, but I think maybe there was a part of you that were trying to plant roots where you were only kind of breezing through. And so when you approach situations or energies or communities or spaces, work especially with that kind of energy, it can definitely make you feel ungrounded. But you were never meant to be grounded there. Does that make sense? Okay, this is Aquarius energy, of course. All right, and there is some sort of independence coming in here too. Pushing you to be independent, more independent, or to have confidence to your independence and loyalty to your independence, okay? The Democrat acknowledges outside influences as relevant to them, even if they don't agree with them. They will clear space to listen, to observe, and to understand the needs, positions, and goals of other people and institutions. And it's not just about me. What and who is it that I need to make space for in my life? Right. Right. And I feel like that's maybe what's been most misunderstood and what people could not see. People couldn't see, or these spaces and places couldn't see, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles energy in you. So really, that Queen of Swords is maybe that last piece for you to really embody that Empress energy. Or maybe this Venus retrograde or what's happening in the cosmos now is kind of helping you brush up on your Queen of Swords. So people were really confused and couldn't see for all for how much you were considering them in a way, right? Although you have no problem taking the leadership role, making the decisions and moving in the direction, and 9 times out of 10 being on point, you weren't doing that from a selfish space. And maybe that was a little bit of this projection energy that could have been going on, making you feel or assuming that you were doing it for selfish reasons when you were really being the Democrat. You were wanting everyone to grow and expand. It wasn't just about you, it was about everybody, even if people couldn't see that. And maybe that was a little bit of a wound that this South Node has brought on, or your South Node energy is helping you release. Okay? And so the Democrat is Libra energy. And then we'll talk about the flirt. Okay, the sweet briar rose, and it says, the flirt may know how to connect with others through a veil of lightness, but beware of what is on offer in exchange for the attention. Why don't you play a little, have a fun a little, and experiment a little bit more? Right. right? So maybe your south node is in Capricorn, or could be in some sort of earth energy. Again, the current south node is in earth energy. So maybe your south node is in Virgo. But I do feel like there will be this a little bit of like temptation of how to move forward or a way to move forward from this Seven of Pentacles, but you're really going to have to use your discernment, because anything kind of tied in sometimes with that devil energy could be very illusionary, okay? Or it could tempt you to be controlled or put you in a position to give up your power, where your power is starting to grow and build. So maybe that's it. You're getting stronger. Your power, your internal power, your sense of self is growing. And people are going to start sensing that. People you don't even know that might be aware of you sensing that. People who are just kind of void and open for other entities and energies who are sensing it to use to come at you and try to get you to stop your growth. So be loyal, again, to your creativity above all else. All right? Scorp Sag, let me know if any of that's helpful for you throughout the month of March in the comments. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in our next one. Namaste.